Have you ever wanted to get a True Overlord device like I am right now? Yeah, you do. Now this one isn't per se on how to just get one, but this is going to be a farm for one because it's just that fast. Now if you're not sacrificed, good luck. If you don't have the catalyzed star, especially in this quantity, good luck. And you know, if you don't have at least most of the upgraders here, you're not going to be able to do it, at least at the speed I'm going to be showing you in this video. Now, this is simply just a farm for a True Overlord device. And it'll take about 3 to 4 minutes, depending on when you get the ores running. Once you get the ores running, it's basically sealed, because you can build this quickly. You'll get the setup for the True Overlord device done before the looping's even done and over with. So, saying that, you just want to get your standard upgraders down, you know, like the Pineapple Refiner, for example, you know, like the Santa Sleigh. You probably won't have all these items, which is understandable. If you're not going to be able to do this setup, at least just as simple as I'm going to show you in this video, it's not the end of the world for you. Especially if you're just going for a True Overlord device and not using this as your standard setup, because this is my standard setup. Like, this is the setup I use when I get out of bed in the morning. Like, this is the setup I use when I go to, you know, kill. Like, this is my everything. Now, before anything else, I'm just going to check to see if this is, yep. Alright, now, you might be wondering why I have the symmetry mine running. Just so I can get enough to get the center, and that's it. And since I'm using it over here, might as well just get that while I'm at it. So, I'm just going to put down my remaining upgraders now, which is just the Clover Blaster and the Ghost. The Spooky Ghost. And this is my setup. You want to get a Sakura Garden ready for once you see what I'm going to be doing. Ooh. Throat needs to die. And as you can see, my ores are not even close to done. So I kind of speed run that for no reason. If anything, you should speed run the looping portion. However, it's not like you can't skip ahead a little bit just to see what happens afterwards, or you can just watch me open an Inferno box or 5 in the meantime. I mean, you know, I might get something good. Yeah, said no one ever. I like that exotic. What exotic is that? The invisible exotic? The not fake. The not real exotic. Let's see. Alright, my order's at Q and D. So it's still going to be a moment. Oh, please. Please. Yes. 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 Yeah. Oh, I still need that too. Yeah, that's more than enough Inferno boxes of Torment. Alright, so in this rebirth, I'm just going to show you how to do the standard setup, like the speedrun death setup. Now, if you're a normal life, you'll be able to skip at least easily 3 rebirths off of this. All the way up to 5 or 6, depending on your life. However, if you're someone like me, you're just going to be skipping 2. If you're slightly higher than me, you're going to be skipping 1, which is the saddest part. However, I guess you'll still get True Overlord devices, so there's that. These ores are just about done. They're just about ready to be ready. And then we'll be ready to ready the ores for the furnace. If that made any sense at all. It's such a shame that I have all these upgraders and they're just going to be looped anyway. I like how that was a comment in a video. Okay, which one? Are both of them done? Yes, they are, but I'll just have them loop through one more time and then they'll be coming through. Okay, so you want to have it go through the Tesla. So have your reversible conveyors this way. And then once they pass, you want to switch them. Get rid of the Tesla and the teleporter, and then replace it with a Sakura Garden if you have it. You could use any furnace, really. It's not like it matters. And then once they go through the sacrifice, you obviously want to turn them towards the Sakura Garden. And easy, at least TSTG you'll be getting. Like, no less. Oh, God, I got scared for a second. I was about to be like, oh, just DTG? Just to destroy my point? Nope, I got what I needed. But that was pretty close, actually. Okay, now I'm going to show the second setup you could do. If you're really, like, low on these items. Like, this is especially for if you don't have a True Overlord device yet and you want to get one. Here's the second portion of the setup that you could possibly use. And this is, of course, if you have the sacrifice. If you don't have the sacrifice, you're not going to be able to do it this easily. You're not going to be able to do it in one line, definitely. Now, I would recommend just putting a couple more symmetry mores down if you're going for the True Overlord device. Now, I wouldn't suggest a lot, because if you put a lot down, they're just going to get blown up immediately anyway, because there's so many of them clumped together that the Dragon Blaster is just going to be happy. I would say about 5 or 6 is good. I'm going to go for 6. And then you put on the furnace again. Now, for this example, I'll be using an Overlord device. And I hopefully will get enough. I mean, to be honest, if I don't, you'll probably have to loop it a couple times anyway, because the luck on the ores can vary with the blaster. It's just whatever sort of mood the blaster is in, really. So of course you got the Twitch scanner, you got the pineapple baby, and you know you got the Santa sleigh. Oops. And then you got the Pumpkin Hero, you got the Executive Upgrader. Of course, you're not going to have all these items, but you can use what you got. Hell, you could even use the welders in the shop if you want to, if you just want to get the Overlord device. Now, the first rebirth you saw was just the farm itself. This is simply to get a True Overlord device. Like, if you're going for it. Alright, so you want a Tesla, of course. And you're pretty not oversized at all sacrifice. Making sure it's going the right way, because it's a little bit harder to tell with the sacrifice, especially when it's dark. At least the dark is tolerable nowadays. I remember when it wasn't. Alright, so now, like last time, you want to wait until your ores are good. Alright, so typically if you're just doing it like the normal way, it'll take about, you know, 3 to 4 minutes. But whenever you're just like doing it normally, if you're doing it this way, it'll probably take slightly longer. Now, if there's any reason why you don't want to play on solo servers, this is why. Because the ores just get stuck on nothing. And that typically only happens when you're in a solo server. On public servers, it seems a lot less active with this problem. Also, I swear to Christ, you can make a video compilation with just me slurring up or messing up my words or sentences. Someone please do that. It would just be a direct roast to me in the process. Okay, might as well get this ready, because the ores are going to be done soon-ish. No way I'm getting that 80 or that 70 DE ore back in. It's garbage at this point. In the meantime, I'll open a couple more Infernals. Maybe I'll get some good, you know, like that exotic or vintage. The vintage really doesn't matter because it's going to be gone soon. So that's besides the point. However, you know, you can get garbage like that. That's good garbage, I guess. You know, it's a Swordmaster statue. Yeah, it's great. So I'm basically just waiting for these ores to get worth 1 QNB again so I can Dragon Blast their ass straight to oblivion. Oh. This guy just tried to kill me. Oh, yeah? I'll show him. No, I won't. I really don't care. Now, preferably, I want these ores to get done now, so I can stop waiting. So TVGs before QTV is what it's looking like. So these ores are going to be done shortly, because they're all at QT. One is even already done. I'd give them one more, possibly two more. Oh yeah, they're ready. Okay. That was the longest Inferno Box pull I've ever seen in my life. Alright, I got 3 left. I got 2 left. Oh. Did you see that? The ore jumped right to the sender. That was so savage of that ore. That ore just dodged death. The best way it could. Oh no. And then, and then death happens to it. Or its brethren. Whichever. Okay. Now before I forget, I'm going to add the other essential upgraders that I forgot to put in. Now, like I said, depending on your luck, you're probably going to have to do this once or twice. However, I preferably want it to be worth enough. So we're about to see. I like how the ore likes to get stuck on the Overlord device for no reason. Oh, it's going now. Okay, so you want it to go through just like the usual. Now, I would suggest, if you do not have enough to make it worth enough. Oh yeah, I might not want to have it pointing towards the furnace. However, it's currently dancing with the Overlord device or something, so. What's it doing? Oh, that's not good. I think it missed the quantum clockwork. The good part of the quantum clockwork, of course. Alright, I'm guessing DTG. Like, that didn't seem so good. DTG. Oh, no, I actually got TSTG. Alright, so this does work with the Overlord device. You just have to loop it through a I guess you could use Dragon Glass, but your ores might be gone faster. Because the blast... The explosion isn't so death, but it still is if you're trying to loop stuff. Speaking of that, I have 52 of them. That's impressive. Show off. Okay. Well, that was the True Overlord device setup. You can either use it with the True Overlord device and without the blaster, just for easy TSTG, True Overlord device farming, or you could do it to get a True Overlord device as well. So, it's the best of both worlds. What can I tell you? I'll catch y'all in the ether.